Hello, dear friends. Today I want to talk to you about a topic that accompanies many of us. What to do when we have a toxic parent or family member in our lives. Recently, a student approached me, a 50-year-old woman who supports her elderly parents with devotion. Despite her care and personal sacrifice, the relationship between her and her mother is complex and turbulent. The mother takes out all her bitterness on her, blames her for all her troubles, and hurls humiliating and painful criticism at everything. The Kabbalah brings us a revolutionary approach to the subject. Toxic people are actually emissaries. Every person who challenges us, hurts us, or criticizes us harshly is a delegate who came to support the process of our spiritual development and bring us closer to the Creator. Does that sound absurd? How are a critical mother or a jealous brother who tries to trip you up for your good? One answer to this can come from previous incarnations. It is possible that in a previous incarnation we hurt that person and the offense has not yet been rectified. In the current life, the harmed person returns to our lives as a family member who poisons our lives, thereby giving us an opportunity to rectify what we have spoiled. When we understand this, everything changes. Dealing with harsh criticism or jealousy are important milestones in the soul's journey of rectification. How do you resolve the situation practically? The first thing to do is seeing the toxic person as a messenger in our lives, not as an enemy. Remember, enemies are actually messengers who have come to make things difficult for us and push us to go through change of consciousness, whether they are aware of it or not. The critical mother or the jealous sibling is a mirror that shows you where you still need to rectify, where the soul holds on to anger, jealousy, fear, or low self-esteem. Therefore, we must strive to uphold love your neighbor as yourself, even when it is difficult, to cling to unconditional love for others. And at the same time, this does not mean that we have to tolerate abuse or stay in toxic situations. Once you have understood that the difficult people in your life are part of your rectification, you are free to leave the situation and distance yourself from them. In cases of poisoning within the family, when there is mutual dependence of any kind, and we cannot leave, we need to emotionally disconnect or simply reduce the interaction with them to a minimum. The second thing to do is working with the letter combination Hey-Hey-Ayin from the 72 names of God. Hey-Hey-Ayin has a powerful spiritual frequency for mitigating harsh decrees. The difficult situation in the family is indeed a decree, and this sacred name alleviates the difficulty. The letter combination Hey-Hey-Ayin helps us understand the root of the problem from previous incarnations. Meditation with Hey-Hey-Ayin and inscribing it in the body and mind allows us to transform the expanded conscious vessel we created in the past due to unfair conduct, and avoid the suffering we experience from the toxic family member. ה.ה.ע is able to mitigate insult, negative speech, and criticism. Even if the parent is harsh on us and we tend to criticize him in our hearts, the letter combination Hey-Hey-Ayin brings us to a place of love for others that leads to compassion and reconciliation. If you are stuck with a toxic parent or family member, this is not a punishment. This is an opportunity for deep soul rectification. The efforts you invest in creating harmony, even with difficult people, will bring great joy to your life in the future. It is an ongoing process of giving up the ego, the criticality, and the need to be right. When you allow the vibration of unconditional love to resonate through you, decrees are mitigated. Situations change for the better, and the relationship with the toxic family member is sometimes completely turned upside down. And most importantly, open your heart and realize that you can become a channel through which love flows to the world, even when it is difficult. Interested in learning more about the 72 names of God and receiving lessons for life? I recommend my book, 72 Sessions with the Soul. I'm adding the link to the description of this video. Thank you for being with me, and see you in the next teachings.